Greetings, my fellow hiker. It's Brice from Vaucluse Gear sharing with you how my cool dry frame kept me dry in the beautiful countryside of Saint-Émilion, France, famous for, you can see it right behind me, vines, vineyards, and of course, very, very good red wine. So I've been out here hiking. I'm going to be showing you what my trail was, what my pack was, how my cool dry frame attached, the weather, the trail, and obviously how my back survived a pretty warm day. So let's first start with gear. I use my Osprey 22 liter Talon. I equipped it with my cool dry frame, which you can attach literally in seconds. It just snaps right on, click, click, and then you attach it with, if you want, a little bit of extra Velcro straps. But what it does is it actually has a complete space between you and your back. So definitely the cool air I felt. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit later. So that's what I used as my gear, and I equipped it, put it on my back. And the weather, let me walk you through the weather. I don't memorize things quite well. So in the beginning, it was probably, let me see, I took a picture of what the weather was at the time that I started my hike. The weather was 65, started around 65, and the humidity was at 76. So I knew immediately, okay, it's cool. Starting around 9 o'clock in the morning, it's cool, but with that type of humidity, and being from Texas, I know something's gonna happen. The sweat is definitely gonna kick in. And so we started that, hiked for about 4 hours. I'll show you what my hike was in a second. And it got all the way up to 83, felt a little bit warmer, felt like 86 with a humidity of 54. So that was the weather. So I definitely was sweating. Obviously you're gonna sweat when you're out here. I hiked for 4 hours. So to the hike, I just pretty much hiked the eastern side of Saint-Émilion. Beautiful, obviously that's the heart of the wine country, where the focal point is, but there's a lot of different vineyards, a lot of different what they call chateaus, the wineries. So they call a winery a chateau here. And so I hiked that all around on the eastern side, went to a few little, I wouldn't call them towns, but they're just kind of like places where streets cross and you kind of cross through them, and walked all the way around and did about, I believe, a total of 9 miles. So definitely broke a sweat. 9.2 miles. Here it says time was 3 hours. So I know we started at 9 and we ended 9 to 10 to 11, 12. I felt, unless I accidentally paused it, it felt like it was definitely 4 hours, but here you have to listen to Strava. So 3 hours, 9 miles. So still quite a while. So hiked, and so that was the hike. That was the weather. And the sweat check was, well, I definitely did sweat. You're not going to be able to stop sweating. However, what did happen is, so while I was hiking, I could definitely feel the cool air break through between my backpack and my back. And so usually, you know, this backpack has a curve, and so it allows a little bit of the air to flow. But usually what happens with these curves is that obviously hot air rises, it just gets stuck right here, and you're gonna sweat. So I had sweat marks, very much so, on my shoulders, because that's where the shoulder straps connect. I had sweat near my hips, where you had the hip straps, but on my back, it wasn't as sweaty, because I could definitely feel the cool air. It was definitely a relief during the few hours that I was hiking, that I had that cool air blowing through, giving me a sense of, okay, you know, my body temperature isn't just completely, you know, up there over the hours with a sweaty back. So there was relief. I was really, really pleased with how it operated. And overall, the verdict is I really enjoyed my hike. It's definitely a warm day after a few hours of hiking. So overall, the cool dry frame definitely helped being attached to my Osprey bag. So if you're looking to sweat less and enjoy the hike a bit more, visit vauclusegear.com and check out the cool dry frame. And that's all I have. So thank you so much, and see you on the trails.